Okay, in lesson 3.7, we are just problem solving. So we're solving all types of problems related to decimals. We've been practicing adding and subtracting decimals in this entire chapter. So we're going to continue moving through, and we're going to start by looking at the in-class practice section where it says how much more is the cost of 2 short sleeve shirts than 1 long sleeve shirt. So we're just going to be breaking apart, looking at key phrases, key words to help determine whether we're adding or subtracting. We're going to be breaking it down, really pulling out information that we need, ignoring information we don't. So we're just practicing applying the skill that we've been working on all chapter. Okay, looking at the first one, raise your hand if you can tell me what our key phrase would be so I know if I'm adding or subtracting. Yes, London.
How much more
Yes.
is the cost of 2
How much more? What does how much more mean? Jeb? How much more? Subtracting. Okay, when it says how much more, I am subtracting. Okay, now, but we do have to do some adding. Okay, because right here it says the cost of 2 short sleeve shirts. So I have a number 2 here in words. I can't ignore it just because it's written out. Okay, 2 short sleeve shirts. If 1 short sleeve shirt costs $12.95, I have 2 options. I could add $12.95 plus $12.95, or I can just times it by 2. Okay, so I'm going to take this amount, since I have 2 of them, I'm going to go ahead and just add $12.95 plus another $12.95. And I can see that my short sleeve shirts are going to cost me $25.90. Okay, now, what's the next piece of information? I have my 2 short sleeve shirts. I've done my adding. Jason, what do I need to notice next? The 1 long sleeve shirt. So notice 1 is spelled out in words, but it's an important number. I only have 1 long sleeve shirt. So I am going to want to subtract what from $25.90? What's my cost, Fala? $17.95. Okay, go ahead and work that out, and then we'll check it together. That scared me. I had no idea what that was. Okay, Levi, what did you get?
$7.95.
He got $7.95. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Flip or look at the next page. Are we flipping the page or looking at the... Okay, we're flipping it today. Flip over. Okay, number 2. Can I have a volunteer read this one?
Me.
Oh, good. I have so many volunteers. Bo. Bo is going to read number 2 to us.
You bought 3 smartphones games that cost $5 each. You made one in-game purchase of $1.69. How much money did you spend?
Okay, I'm going to zoom this in a little bit here, and we're going to focus on this and see if we can figure out what operations we're going to be dealing with. Okay, Levi, tell me something you notice about this problem.
It says you bought 3 smartphones.
It says that we bought 3 smartphones. That is super important. Okay, 3 smartphones, games, and what do we know that they cost? $5 each. What does each mean? Each game costs $5. Okay, so each is a key word. And when I'm thinking about my operations, would each mean that I would do 5 plus 3? 5 times 3 times 3. So each means multiply. Okay, so we know that we're going to do 5 times 3 to get what?
15.
Okay. I made one in-game purchase of $1.69. So now what am I going to have to do with the $1.69? Kaden.
Add that to 15.
I want to add that to 15. Hold on, pause. Hang on. What is the most important thing I have to remember when I'm adding decimals?
Line up your decimals.
But what do I do if I don't have a decimal?
Zero the hero.
Zero the hero. Where? Okay. So let me ask this. Can I put my decimal here in 15 before the 15? No. Where does your decimal always go? After. Okay, so let's put our decimal after and then my zero the heroes because I'm talking about money. Now I can add, like Kaden told me to do, $1.69. And so my final total should be $16.69. Very good. Okay, I want you, the next one's kind of tricky. Do you want to try this one? Okay, I'm going to let you and your groups talk about this one, read it together. If you are person number 1, because all of my number 1s are here. If you're person number 1, you're going to read the problem to your table. Okay? Y'all go ahead and work this one together. You buy a remote control car for $17.89 and a pack of batteries for $5.49. You also buy a pack of extra tires. Okay, that's a lot of information. A remote control car, a pack of batteries, and I also buy a pack of extra tires. After giving the cashier $25, you receive 62 cents in change. We need to know how much the pack of extra tires costs. Okay, I want you to talk with your group and figure out what is the first thing you would need to solve before you can figure out how much the pack of tires cost. What do you have to do first? And then do that on your papers. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier. Levi, I'm going to have you walk me through this. I'm going to have you tell me exactly what to do because I'm working this one out on our notes. Okay, Levi, tell me what to do first.
You add the $17.89 to $5.49.
Okay, so I'm going to add these two together because I know that I spent this amount. Okay, so I'm adding, this is, did you get $23.38?
Yes.
Okay, now what do I do?
You subtract $25 to $23.30.
So I give the cashier $25. This is what I'm paying, is $25. Okay, I've already spent $23.38 of that $25. So I'm going to figure out, okay, so that's $1.62. But what am I forgetting? What's the last thing I have to do, Levi?
You have to subtract 62.
Yeah, so right here it says that I'm getting 62 cents in change, so I'm leaving with 62 cents. So I've got to subtract this 62 cents from this, which leaves me with $1. Good. Okay, we have one last problem that we're going to do today. If you can finish the page, great. I want you and your tables to work together. Right before we go, I'm going to give you the answers. Okay, so finish as much as you can. This is all we're doing. We are not doing the practice on the next page. This is it. No practice for tonight. This is it. Something important to notice is that your friend is buying 2 packs of batteries. That means that's 2 of the $5.49 batteries.
We have the answers.
Plus the car.
Wait, plus the car?
Yeah, because they bought the same car as you and 2 packs of batteries. So you have to add all that together. They also bought an extra remote control for the car. So I'm going to figure out how much this is first.
Oh my God.
And then we buy that extra remote control for 10 times as much as the pack of tires. How much was the pack of tires?
$1.
$1. What's 10 times that? 10. So I have to add $10 to this. Okay. So this is a total of $38.87, but they pay with 2 20s, which is how much? $40. So this is how I get my change. And so it should be $1.13. $1.13 is my change. Okay. All right, that's all we have time for today. Close your books. No homework tonight. That's it.